You know, it's been a while since I've played Legends Arceus, and I've been meaning to give it another go, but this time with only Pokemon that are native to the Hisui region. This includes the variant Pokemon and the brand new evolutions that were introduced in this game. Honestly, I don't even remember if I ever catched a Hisuian Pokemon in my first playthrough, aside from Fire Neck here. I potentially caught a Hisuian Lilligant, but I don't remember. So yeah, I'm going to be using only them since they have such cool designs. The rules are pretty simple. We can only catch Hisuian Pokemon, we can't use any potions in battle, you know, for the very little battles that are in this game, and I do have to abide by a level cap because I know my cute little Ursaluna would dominate without it. Honestly, it's probably just gonna dominate anyways. I love that thing. I won't be doing a hardcore Nuzlocke because this game is death. There's death around every single corner. Let me know what your favorite Hisuian Pokemon is, and while you're down there, you might as well give this video a like. Alright, let's go catch some Pokemon. I'm definitely picking Dawn. Everyone knows Dawn is better than Lucas. Dawn, you can't be accepting random phones from mystical entities. Stranger danger. Didn't your mom tell you? Huh, I guess you don't have a mom here. We totally blacked out from there, and the first thing I'm greeted with is, "Are you alive, my girl?" Wait, which one of you is talking to me? Is it you, Rowlet? You seem pretty calm for a guy that just watched a 12-year-old girl fall from the sky. Huh, maybe you're Arceus in disguise. Dawn, what did I just say a minute ago? Why do I feel like the characters in this game look better than in Scarlet and Violet? Is that just me? You might be wondering which starter I'm going to choose, and it's going to be Oshawott. I definitely give way too much love to the other two already, and I think Oshawott's Hisuian form was definitely needed. It doesn't change much, but it looks better than the original. Man, I forgot how satisfying it is just to catch Pokemon in this game. Scarlet and Violet really screwed that up. They also screwed up the frame rate. This game runs a lot better. Also, what the hell are you sweeping, lady? There's still gonna be dirt there. And bro's just casually roasting my fit. Come on, man, I probably fell out of my bed and then ended up here. I didn't exactly have enough time to change. Well, at least they gave me a room. If I fail my trial, I could what? You guys are no joke. I think I'll call you Accelerate. Let me know who got the nickname theme based off of that name alone. You got a big head, don't you, pal? We did take on Volo before Cylene's deadly trial, but Accelerate is super fast and made light work of Togepi. From here, we can go complete Cylene's challenge, catching one Bidoof, one Starly, and one Shinx. Welp, I guess we're not gonna be thrown out like a bag of trash to die in the wilds, boys. What do you mean, did I do it? I just threw the ball at their heads and it caught them. There's not much to it. But what is wrong with you people? Savages is what you guys are. Well, I guess this is my life now. Working a full-time job as a kid. What do you want? A hug? Well guys, I'm like an hour in and we have our first real problem. Ray. Ray has a Pikachu, and to make matters worse, he goes first no matter what. Plus, I only have a water type right now and I got paralyzed. Twice. Oh, enough of the sarcasm, Ray. Oh, apparently we don't even need to win that fight, so we can just continue. Thank Arceus too, as we needed to be under or at the level cap. Now before we can fight Kricketune, I do have to take on May, and she had a very powerful Munchlax. I totally lost my first attempt as I expected, but I came back a level later with the move Sword Stance. Why did they give Oshawott this move right now? I have no idea, but it didn't really matter as I still can't live long enough with these tackles. I even tried using Strong Style, but it didn't do anything. I do think a critical hit can save us though if we keep trying. Accelerate definitely had a tough time with this one, with Munchlax even getting a crit of its own on us. Unfortunately, this is our only option, as I don't have access to any other Hisuian Pokemon and I don't want to overlevel. When I tell you this Munchlax crit us so many times, I mean it. The only crit I ended up getting was on an attempt where I didn't Sword Stance, but prior to this, I really believe the game didn't allow us to crit at this point in the game. And the moment I got the exact right scenario that I needed, the critical hit did not KO. Oh, come on, man. This game is trolling me right now. By the way, the only reason Accelerate has the slightest chance of KOing Munchlax is because there's a turn in which Munchlax doesn't attack us. I don't know if it's because of AI or because I'm using Aqua Jet or if this battle is just like that. But even with that, this is extremely luck-based. Finally, after about 30 attempts, maybe more, I honestly didn't count, we got a high roll crit and finished it off with one final Aqua Jet. We need to work on your speed, Accelerate. From here, I could finally explore a little more, and I went directly towards the Stantler. Now, if you haven't noticed by now, I am allowing myself to use the Prevos of any Hisuian Pokemon. So because Stantler will eventually evolve into Weirdeer and Oshawott Samurott, I'm gonna be using them. So with Upgrade here, I feel a lot safer taking on Mr. I'm sorry, I'll escort myself out. You did not need to hear that. Unfortunately, this thing starts off attacking us, but Upgrade here can go for a cheeky Hypnosis. From there, we just go for 3 Strong Style tackles, and I forgot that Sleep doesn't actually put them to sleep in this game, but rather has a chance to be drowsy for a turn, which is sleep, but it doesn't last 5 turns. It's kind of like paralysis. Regardless, everything worked out okay. I already have a Stantler. I don't really want to make Upgrade jealous, so no thanks. You know who Irida reminds me of? Her. That's who. Oddly enough, the next boss we have to take down is a Kleavor, and I have no idea why I never used one on my first playthrough. It's such a cool Pokemon. Also, I have no idea why I said oddly enough, as all the nobles are Hisuian forms. It's not a coincidence. Now, I couldn't actually catch this thing without battling, but luckily I did catch it in one single Pokeball. Stinkfly, you're so dope. I led Stinkfly here against Leon, and he actually starts off with a potential Hisuian form. Of course, Stinkfly showed him who's the superior Hisuian form. Anybody else really like this evolution screen? Probably my favorite evolution screen ever made. It was time to fight the Lord of the Woods, and Kleavor raged up like this is frightening. No wonder these people are scared of Pokemon. Nah, I mean, they're just wusses. They were scared of Pokemon before they got struck by lightning. I understand being scared of like an Ursaluna, you know, maybe a Garchomp. But how you gonna be scared of a Bidoof, man? Oddly enough, I did make him hit his head against the tree in 2 seconds, but my team didn't last very long after this, as Kleavor hits like a truck, and you more than likely need a full team to defeat this thing. But I completely forgot that you don't actually need Pokemon to take him down. All we have to do is repeatedly hit him with the bombs we made and whittle him down to death. Making him hit this tree also helps out, so after some time we finally took this rock bug down. And now we can focus on saving Ursaluna, who has also gone on a wild rampage. And this means we can now go to the Crimson Mirelands, which also means more Pokemon. Starting with Teddiursa, who just so happens to be guarded by Mama Ursaring. Which is funny, since this isn't the final evolution anymore. But I understand why they did this. My original plan was to sneak up on it, but that didn't work, so I just lured it away from the Ursaring and caught it that way. But I didn't realize it was level 28. Oh well. I'm Caliba of the Pearl Clan. No, you're Gran. And by that logic, I must be Katara. Volo was putting up a fight with this little Togepi, but thankfully Scyther ended up putting in the work. See, this is why I love this game. A literal baby Pokemon is a threat to my team. At least early on. But it wasn't just Volo. These 3 ladies were ruthless. If it wasn't for the fact that Confusion is quad effective against Toxicroak, Upgrade would have been toast here. Upgrade did learn Psyshield Bash from this, and if you don't know, this is how we can get weird here. Unfortunately, we do have to master the move first, but it's all good. I also tried to get the Black Augurite from Graveler to evolve Stinkfly, but I accidentally triggered the Ursaluna fight, and I only had Stinkfly since the other 2 were fainted thanks to the Gravelers. Whoops. By the way, this looks like something familiar, doesn't it? Honestly, I forgot Ursaluna was part ground type, so Accelerate almost just soloed it. But Upgrade did have to clean up. With Ursaluna defeated, the cap opens up to let Teddiursa on the team, and Ursaluna lets us find hidden treasure, meaning we don't have to get lucky defeating a Graveler. Now we just have to get lucky to find the Black Augurite in the ground. Okay, upon further inspection, I think it's actually easier just to farm Graveler. And this still took a long time, and it's only an 8% chance to drop. But finally, after all this time, we got an Augurite. Oh yeah. Who here likes Kleavor more than Scizor? Because I am definitely Team Kleavor. From here we find out that another noble has been infected by Almighty Sinnoh's wrath, and of course yours truly has to stop it. Kids were the ones saving the day back in the day as well. But before that, I did grab Teddiursa out of the box and went to go find a Petalil. After searching around, I found a whole colony of them. However, they were past the level cap, so we have to fight the next noble, which actually happens to be Hisui and Lilligant. The good news though is Wild Mutt evolves into Ursaring at level 30, and we also don't have to find any Peep blocks to evolve her into Ursaluna, as we found 2 of them while trying to get the Augurite. So once it's nighttime, we do the thing, and now we have our beautiful Ursaluna. I love that its eyebrows are clouds. Such a nice design. With the team set up, I can take on Hisui and Lilligant. And this thing was crushing me at first because I didn't have the timing down, but once we did, it was fairly easy to dodge her attacks. Stinkfly was also super useful, as Aerial Ace is a nice one-shot in strong style thanks to it being quad effective. With that, we have calmed the not so frightening noble. Honestly, I don't know if I prefer normal Lilligant or the Hisuian one. I like them both. We now have the level cap raised once more, and oddly enough, I also found this Sunstone while using Ursaluna to find the Augurite, so we didn't really need to waste any time when we did that. I also realized I didn't give it a name, so here you go. Wildvine. From here we can now visit the Cobalt Coastlands, which reminds me of something out of Mario Sunshine, with some of these textures on the map. Yes, child. It is water you are seeing. Upon arriving to this place, we fought Arida, which is great because right after, Upgrade mastered Psyshield Bash. Finally. Which means I can get going on using it in Agile style 20 times. Yay! So after headbutting the fuck out of Bidoof for 20 minutes, we finally have Weirdeer. Now that's an upgrade. But the fun doesn't stop there, as we can come across Hisuian Growlithe in the Cobalt Coastlands. This is probably the cutest Pokemon in all the land. How could anyone hate this pup? Your last lord was swallowed by waves? Straight to the point with you, huh? Oh, that is a chonky boy. Level 44! Oh, come on. Oh, I remember you, Iskan. Little scaredy cat you are. Apparently, in order to get this game's version of Surf, we have to catch a certain Pokemon at night, that being Dusclops, and Iskan here can't believe that I'm willing to catch it. Do I value my own life? The Galaxy team was literally going to offer me to the wilds to die. They don't even value my life, and they supposedly want to help people. Anyways, once we catch one, we have to Dark Pulse to create Basculegion's favorite snack. Alright, let's do this. 1, 2... Oh, come on, bro. It's broad daylight right now. What are you afraid of? The thing literally listens to my every command. I caught it. I know it's kind of hard to believe for all you people here in Hisui. Hey, you don't just steal a Growlithe like that. It's precious. Absolutely precious. You guys are monsters. Basculegion actually lets us get a couple encounters as well, such as Quillfish. Don't think I'll use it, but it's cool, I guess. And if we go back to the Crimson Mirelands and Surf, we now get access to this island which has Goomies. It'll be a while until it's useful, but this way I won't forget about it. Now that lava really reminds me of Mario Sunshine. You idiots. It evolves with a Firestone, not by being near lava. Although, maybe Firestones develop near lava? So maybe I'm the idiot. Cleaver was able to decimate Candace and Coin, but Charm had 2 Pokemon. And Rhydon Strong Style Bulldoze murdered me. Also, I only have 2 Pokemon left since Wildmutt and Wildvine died in the previous fight. But I have hope. Accelerate's Water Pulse can easily finish that, and I did happen to save Upgrade for this Gengar. And with that, Charm is defeated. Yes, Charm, you are a disgrace. A disgrace to Bertha's legacy. I know that doesn't make any sense since you're her legacy, but you know what I mean. Hey, no one exposed you to a Firestone. What kind of sorcery is this? Oh, just my luck. Now, I remember this fight being extremely hard when the game came out, so let's see if I can do it first try. But first, it's finally time for our little Duat to evolve into a Samurai. Oh yeah, now we're really ready to take on that beast. Dude, you are tiny. What the hell? Bruh, are you moonbathing or something? You are scary. Very scary. Oh, not a good start. All right, dodge. Wait, what is he doing? He's gonna shoot me. Oh, okay. So when I battled this Arcanine, I led Stinkfly as I knew something was going to die like that. And this way, Accelerate can come in for free for a quad effective Water Pulse. How am I even supposed to hit you from here? There's fire in the middle. Well, I pretty much lost from there. And I proceeded to lose so many times after this. There was one time where I was so close and then he zoomed to the other side of the arena and killed me. Luckily, the attempt right after that one was successful as I didn't take as much damage in the beginning. The good thing to do when this fire is in the middle is to move all the way to the right. That way you can actually dodge safely and make sure to hit him as much as possible so he doesn't actually get a chance to activate his second fireball. But yeah, that was definitely annoying and exactly how I played the game the first time. Hey bro, why are you looking at me like that? You good? I immediately went to go catch Sneasel when I got here, although we can't use it just yet. Also, Melly is a guy? This is Grusha all over again. Ursaluna made light work of her Skuntank. Oh, fuck him. It's a him. Seriously, how did I not know this until now? I feel like Ingo is kind of like a Larry. Didn't all of us like him back then? I'm pretty sure the level cap I had was Melly, so now it opened up to level 46, meaning we can now use Sneasel, Growlithe, and Voltorb. We can evolve Growlithe right away, and I named him Heat Blast. Cannon Bolt here I'm going to have to work for as I don't have a Leaf Stone, and Diamond Head is going to be super hard as I need a Razor Claw. I guess Electrode wasn't too bad, but obtaining Satchels is a nightmare for the Razor Claw. Satchels give you merit points to trade for different evolution items. Now all that needs to happen is for it to be daytime, and we have Sneasler. Not as cool as Weavile, but I like its poison and fighting typing. I think I understand why you don't like me, Melly. It's because I misgendered you, isn't it? Electrode kind of scared me at the beginning because I just straight up don't remember this fight at all, but after just running in circles for a whole minute, it got tired and let me battle it. Diamond Head's Poison Jab one-shot this ball easy, and Wildmutt, the second time, actually one-shot with a Fire Punch after living an Energy Ball. This wasn't necessarily hard, just time-consuming, although I did almost die because sometimes the game didn't allow me to fight. I was throwing my Pokeballs, but it just didn't trigger the battle scene, and this happened like 3 times. Come on, dude. Also, look how I dodged this. I was shaking in my seat. I don't know how either of those things didn't kill me. Eventually, we did come out on top, but that was way closer than it needed to be. It happened to be raining while filling out my Pokedex to advance in the story, so I evolved Sligo right away, and now we have Goodra. Problem is, I don't know who I should get rid of on the team. I think it's gonna be Cleavor since we have Heat Blast. I named her Grey Matter, and with that, we head off to the Alabaster Icelands, the best place in all the land. Except for the climate, though. I completely forgot Bergmite had a Hisuian evolution. It's just not that memorable for me. I remember there were some people who thought this was Crasher Wake's ancestor, ancestor, but it's clearly Wolfric's ancestor. Look at the hair. I still can't get over the fact that Samurott is this tiny. They could have at least made him a bit bigger. Maybe he was bigger back then, but they slowly evolved to be tinier since they grew more accustomed to being... I'm talking out of my ass. I have no clue. Apparently Sabi wants me to play catch with her. Wait, hold on. Let me check. Okay. No need to worry, guys. I didn't misgender this one. That would have been embarrassing. Jeez, how long are we gonna play catch for? Just give me the bird. I do remember the battles start to ramp up a little bit in the late game, but it looks like our tiny Accelerate took Sabi on easy. Okay, I think I'm beginning to understand why kids go traveling the world at 10. It's all my fault, isn't it? Also, why didn't we get this type of flying in Scarlet and Violet? Koraidon and Miraidon suck compared to Braviary. Now, I remember Avalugg taking me multiple tries on my first attempt, so hopefully that's not the case here. Well, we were going great, but once he got below half, I got a glimpse of the past and why I just couldn't beat this noble. He starts doing combo attacks and my timing started slipping. Also, I was confused against one of the attacks and I didn't have a chance to send out one of my Pokemon, meaning, yeah, we did not win the first try. Again. But the second attempt was much better, as Accelerate actually one-shots with a strong style Water Pulse, and if you get close enough to the edge, you can actually hit him with the bombs for more damage. This led to me at the end not even needing to battle it since I was so ahead of it in damage. Adios, Avalugg. So apparently the sky turned red and the commander here thinks we're the cause of it. Hey, I'm not denying that, but kicking me out of the village is a bit harsh, no? I'm 10, bro. Oh, come on, commander. I guess Rowan's bloodline has always been a bunch of bitch. Yep, that's it, guys. They're trying to feed me to the Luxrays again. Like, it's totally my fault that kids in the future wander off when they turn 10. Guys, hear me out. I have to pick between one of you two to help me? Well, I mean, girls gotta stick together, am I right? While searching for the Lake Trio, I was surprised to find an Alpha Zoroark in Yuxi's cave. I don't remember this ever being here, and I didn't know if I could catch it, but it looks like we can. We almost didn't, since it was destroying my entire team. But yeah, now we have a huge Hisuian Ghost Freak. Honestly, I think Accelerate needs a break. Bigger beats smaller, so bye-bye, buddy. I remember when I first did this, I thought I was missing something, so I kept saying I'm through with this and exiting the cave. When all a Zelf wants you to do is never back down, never what? What a lesson. Ah, the red chain. Yes. I wonder how much this sells on the black market. I mean, yay, we can save the world now, woo. Jesus, this thing is bigger than I thought. Using only alpha Pokemon would be awesome. Benny, you're not Kamado's right hand. You're just his little food servant. And for some reason, the first part of this Benny fight didn't actually record. But basically, Ghost Freak took out Miss Magus and Gallade, and from there, he took out Heat Blast, but Cannonbolt was able to Strong Style Thunder twice in a row for big damage. This thing's Drain Punches were very annoying, but luckily Diamond Head was able to clean up. And Grey Matter could clean up Sneasler. Wally's better, bro. It's funny that Kamado wants to let fate decide what's going to happen to this world with a Pokemon battle, when if he really wanted to, he could just drop kick me right here. Heat Blast let it rain rocks on his Braviary and died right after, but thankfully we have Diamond Head for Snorlax. A single strong style close combat did the trick. But of course, no one can stay alive for 2 seconds in this game, so she died right after, to a Psychic from Clavable. But again, at least I have Grey Matter with Iron Head, which is super effective. It's kinda crazy that I can just spam strong style Iron Heads against Kamado's entire team. This is truly the better Goodra. Regular Goodra just doesn't compare at all. Again, you could just throw me off the mountain. I mean, you literally kicked me out of the village to die in the wild, so what's the difference really? It's kinda crazy how Alpha Zoroark is as tall as Palkia. Fun fact, I actually caught a Palkia on my first regular Pokeball back in Pokemon Emerald. Oh, I guess we're all scared of Dialga, but not Palkia? What gives? Did you really call her a dunce? You are not a likable dude at all. Well, anyways, apparently Dialga broke the red chain, and Lavington crafted this Pokeball made from an ore we got from Leon. No offense, Professor, but couldn't you have smoothed it out a bit? This thing looks mad uncomfortable for Dialga. Okay, Alpha Zoroark is definitely not as tall as Palkia. There's no way. Oh god, I completely forgot I had to fight this thing. As with all of these boss battles, this is just a timing thing, and I was getting crushed at first, but once I memorized the patterns, it wasn't too difficult. I got it on my third try by spamming these things, and I didn't take too much damage until the very end where I nearly died, and he was so very low. But thankfully I was able to jump over that ring and hit my final bag. And there we go, we saved all of Hisui, and more importantly, the entire world. And we did it with our trusty Hisuian Pokemon only. Honestly, playing this game again has been super fun, and although the replayability for something like this is pretty difficult, just because the story takes forever, and you have to continually catch Pokemon to rank up to go to the next location, it was still great. I can't wait for the next Legends game, because playing this back has made me realize that I like this game a tad bit more than Scarlet and Violet. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know what your favorite Hisuian form is. Bye!